So it's 5:30 in the morning. The sun is up bright and early. It's May. And the farm is changing. Oh, we've got produce out of this one. All produce is full. It's not quite ready to spit out some lettuce, some spring onion, or some Napa cabbage, but it will very, very soon. Our small greenhouse has produced for the first time a bunch of stuff, and it's going to finish off. Again, it's lettuce, spring onion, and Napa cabbage. So we've got some produce from these two. We've got a couple of pallets of lettuce. The grass is growing and ready to harvest. This one is ready to harvest. Okay, so it's going to be a busy month here on Crouch's farm. How are the goats doing? 1,000 litres of water. They've got plenty of food because I've got spare bales sitting outside their enclosure here, which is keeping their food topped up. But they're going to need some water. So we've got plenty to do today on the farm. We need to get all of our produce down to the farm shop. We need to get the fields mowed. I think we'll drop off the water tank here. Actually, that might not be a great place for the water tank just yet, because we need to get the trailer in here. Actually, we might park this up around the corner of Katie's place, so we've got room to mow that grass there. We'll just dump this here for the moment. Oh, out of curiosity, let's check our milk. 458 litres of milk. Plenty of stuff to sell, plenty of things to do. I think the first port of call is to get the greenhouses and the farm shop sorted out. I'm not too fussed about taking things to, the best places to sell them. I'm just going to bring all of our stuff down to the farm shop here. All right, let's get rid of that claw. We've got $13,846. Let's grab our trailer. And we'll go bring all of our stuff down to our little farm kiosk out the front here. I still love that. It's so sweet. Then we've got a whole bunch of mowing to do. And baling and wrapping, silage. Oh, we need to check on our silage. How's our silage doing? We'll go check on that shortly. All right, let's get our trailer here. Which side do we have? No, if we go one more, that'll open up that side. Now, this one is going to be a little bit easier because, we can actually work around this building. The others, I didn't really place very well. I didn't really know where their spawn points and stuff were. And I think as our greenhouses grow, I do want to get more of them. Again, we're predominantly focusing on raising goats and just growing things in the greenhouses. That I'm going to need a better, forklift. We might need to put some concrete or something down. I don't know how all of that works, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So that we can actually use a proper forklift. rather than this tractor. We're going to need a different trailer too. Vacation provisions. Slash, my friend, thank you for joining us on Twitch. Again, if you are here watching it on Croucher's Farm over on YouTube and you want to come hang out with me live, there's a link in the video description for both my Twitch and my YouTube to come and hang out at Crouch After Dark, and you can get involved in the live chat. Thank you, Slash, for joining us. Thank you, mate, for resubscribing on the old Twitcheroo. Greatly appreciated. I hope your trip to Germany for some provisions went well. All right, I think the other greenhouse has some stuff that's due to come out as well. They haven't been... I placed these greenhouses way too close together. That getting this big tractor in here is proved challenging. I think there's going to have to be some redesign work in the future. Yeah, we might just need to do these one at a time. We might need to demolish the greenhouses. And as the farm progresses, I've no doubt that there will be many situations where it will change and evolve and adapt over time, and because getting into this tiny little gap is a bit of an issue. Oh boy. Do you hear goats? There are goats now. Oh no! There are goats now on the farm. We have goats, and we have defined, to some extent, when this city slicker will be considered a farmer. We are building it. Oh God. We are building a goat farm. And so once we have 2,000 goats, I think that is when we shall consider this city slicker to be an actual farmer. And we can call the series at an end then. I wonder how high we can stack stuff before the straps stop being able to grab things. I think there's one more pallet in there. We'll grab that and see if we can stick it on top. But yes, these greenhouses are definitely going to have to be redeveloped. All right, that's all of our produce from our greenhouses this month. Let's take it down to the farm shop. Some of it looks very precariously loaded. But it doesn't have far to travel. All right, let's lock all that stuff up. Let's put the little gate up. Yes, so good. All right, May starting off well. Hopefully we get maybe 10 grand, maybe 12 grand for the produce. We'll see. I don't know. I'd be happy with anywhere between 8 and 10 grand would be nice. Who parked that bike there, man? 12,177 cash buck dollary doos. And we ran over our bike. All right, that's that done. Let's put the trailer over this side. We'll have a look at that silage. So that's our produce dealt with. We need to I want to have a look at this silage. Let's get those tines on the ground where they should be. 45% fermented. So maybe a month, 2 months, excuse me, to ferment the silage. In the meantime, we kind of need to move it out of the way. I wonder if I stab these, does it break the plastic? I guess there's one way to find out. No. Okay, perfect. Because we need to move these out of the way so we can mow, because our grass is ready to harvest. It's so good. All right, I'm going to get this sorted out. We're going to mow the grass, and then we can bale it all up into some more bales. I don't think we're going to need any of this. The goats have plenty of food, so let's get this done. Right, we definitely need a bigger mower and the plow, which we will pick up when we can afford it. I was just talking to Chat while we were mowing all of that. I haven't checked yet what's available in the specials this week or this month. A fertilizer spreader improves the harvest of your fields. 53% off. A bigger fertilizer would be nice. 24 to 30 meters, 20 grand. A baler turns loose straw, grass, or hay into convenient bales. A bale wrapper packs grass bales in foil so they can ferment into silage. Does this do both? It does. We need a more powerful tractor. It does bales up to 125 centimeters, but it will bale them and wrap them at the same time. So I'm not too concerned about the bales being smaller. With bale on end turner. The hell does that mean? Oh, bale on end turner. So what, it turns it on its end rather than spitting it out on its round side. Standard net or film binding. Oh, silage additives tanks. So this gives us a 5% yield bonus, from what I understand. So this is going to cost us, if we go with the nature green, do I want to turn the bales on their end? It's 2 grand. I don't know. I can't really be bothered. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. So 70,000. What would we get if we sold? Where do we find our stuff? Vehicles. Here we go. So we'll get 23 grand for our baler. Where's our wrapper? What did I say we're going to get? 23 grand and 14 grand. So that's 37 grand, rounding up a little bit to 38 grand. If we sold our baler and our wrapper, we're going to get 38 grand. And this is costing 68. So we'd need to come up with 30 grand. I don't know if it's worth it. We've got the 2 bits of equipment. We've got the 2 bits of equipment. All right, there's nothing here for us at the moment. The plow. Maybe if something like that pops up in the future, we'll consider it. But for right now, I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Now, this plow is going to require a tractor with 160 horsepower. It's only 16 grand. But the John Deere is only 114 horsepower, I think. So we're definitely going to need a more powerful tractor before we can even think about getting this hoe. Or this plow. I mean, we could get this smaller one. It's only doing 1.2 meters. I guess it's not a bad option because, we're not plowing great big fields and stuff. Again, the point being, we want to be working our own property. I don't mind missing out on the plowing contracts. This one does at least allow us, even though it only has a 1.2 meter working width, to start combining our fields into, just one bigger field. This does let us start doing that straight away. We can use it. It's only 1.25 meters. That's fine. We don't have a lot of, land to plow. So this is an option for us right now in terms of being able to combine our fields. Want to have a quick look at the map. Katie's property here is 40 grand. Maybe next month we can buy Katie's property. It does overlap a little bit along the side here, so we can plow out all of this. We can plow all the way along the road side and up to the road, and to really maximize the real estate of this grass field. This plot 79 will be where my farmhouse and my yard and everything is. And then these two will combine into one big grass field. Take out all these trees at the back. Or maybe we'll put more goat pens along the back here. I don't know, we'll see how we go. But for right now, we've finished with the mowing. We've finished with the mowing, so now we need to bale all this up. Oh, I want to, how much, what's a windrower gonna set us back? It'll be in grasslands, right? Windrowers. So 3 meters, 4.7. 8.4 meters, 80 horsepower. It's only 19.5 grand. Okay, so this one might be a good option for us because the windrower is going to make it infinitely more easier to bale everything up once we once our fields become much, much bigger. So this might really be a good option for me right now. It's 19.5 grand. We can afford it. We can use it on the tractor that we have. Everything else is way, like the difference in price jump between 19.5 to 60 is significant. And this one's only 9.7. This one's 8.3, 8.4. It's not even that much bigger. Samaz. So I guess what we could do is we could buy this now, head over to Dave's, pick it up, windrow our fields, and then bale and wrap it. I kind of like that idea. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so it's got no options. It's green. I like that. Slash in the chats saying that Samaz has always been his go-to. Calypsia says definitely. All right, let's buy this. Again, we're going to be doing a lot of grass work. And so having that is going to make a huge difference. All right, let's drop off our mower. We'll head over to Dave's. Pick up our new windrower. We might stop and get some fuel too. I've run out of fuel twice now and almost ran out a third time, I think in episode 6. So we'll get some fuel. It's just sort of mildly around the corner. And, okay. Skeet. 8 months. Subbing back up, my friend. How are you? Fuel station's right here. Let's get some fuel. I think we might need to repair our tractor too. It's looking a little bit damaged. It's looking a lot damaged. 41 hours on the old John Deere. No wonder it's been struggling a little bit. So we'll go up to Dave's, we'll repair, pick up the windrower, come back to the farm and get all this grass processed. I think we're going to wrap it all into silage. We'll bale it all up. Oh, we need to... Oh, damn it. I should have brought the forks because we need to buy some wrap. Silly. We'll have to make a trip back. I think we're going to process all of this into silage. The goats have enough food for a while, so let's jump into Dave's place. We want to have a look for consumables, right? Ranny wrap, 3.9 grand. Oh, I might also need to be thinking about bale nets too. 5 rolls of that. Amount. Well, how many do I get on this pallet? I don't know. 40 rolls. It says 40 rolls right there, Crouch. I want this in the nature green. Let's buy that. Round bale net. Get 5 rolls. Standard net or film binding. Macy Ferguson net wrap. Fendt net wrap. John Deere extra cover. Class Rollertex Pro. Kuhn neck wrap. I think the standard net will be just fine. So we'll buy a pack of this. 1,200. All right, so we're all the way down. Oh, now we might not have enough money to repair the tractor. Amazing. I've got a feeling the bill is going to be significant. $2,216. It's 9 months old. It's done 41 hours. All right, well, I guess we'll worry about that later on. Let's pick up our new windrower. And we'll head back to the farm. Start getting this stuff processed. Not the prettiest job, but it's done. Oh, that was fun to do. That was fun to do. I'll get better. I will get better. All right, let's dump this here. Now we need our baler. Oh, which is all the way up the back here, isn't it? That was a good place to leave it. And bale all of this up. I did take out the goat tank on the way. So maybe we can pick up that goat tank to sell the milk, however much is in there. We've got some stuff popping out of the greenhouses. More produce. It's only 10:30. Got plenty of activity on the farm so far. This is what we want, right? We want to be processing our own stuff instead of never-ending contract hell. Let's get this running. We'll see how many bales we get out of these 2 fields. Then at some stage we'll be able to afford a better tractor and a plough, or we get the smaller one. We can probably just use the smaller one. Oh, we don't have auto eject on. Let's put that on. And we've got a bunch of mess down here that I couldn't quite get with the windrower. Try and clean this up as best as we can. All right, let's get all of this done, see how many bales we get out of this. And then we got to come back, I guess, and wrap all of this. It's a process. It's a process. All right. Turn that baler off. We've got the field all done. That's a lot of work now, because now we're going to wrap all of this up. Sadly, we've got half a bale in the hopper here. I think we'll just leave that there. I don't think we'll worry about ejecting it out. We'll leave it in there for the next harvest. Now we got to wrap all of this up, and sadly, I've got a feeling we're going to have to go visit Dave's to pick up the pallets of wrap, which we should have done before. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. Because this is almost empty. Let's go and get those pallets of wrap. I think we might put the weight on the tractor too. I don't know how heavy that stuff is, but you know, I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. But let's just take this with us anyway. And we'll see if we can bring back both the pallet of bale netting and the wrap. So I'll get this stuff from Dave's, and you know, we'll be back here on the farm shortly. What's going on here? Yeah, we're gonna have to, we really need to sort out a yard. We've got to get some sheds, get some gravel down, get some place to store all of our supplies. And all right, where's the bale wrapper? There it is. Here we go. Back at the farm. Let's get all this stuff wrapped. We've got our supplies now from Dave's. So I'm assuming if we get close to this and we press R, unfold bale wrapper, lower the bale wrapper. Maybe we need to refill it when it actually gets empty. Oh, hang on. This... Okay, we want the bale wrap. Duh. For the wrapper. No, I think we can only restock it when it's empty. Okay, let's fold that out. Let's lower it. Might be worthwhile putting this one directly here, hey. Wrap rolls are empty. Refill to continue the work. I'm assuming just like everything else, we just drive close to the pallet and refill. Perfect. 2 bale wraps. All right, I'm going to get all of these wrapped up. It's been a busy day on the farm. This is so good. You know, we're actually farming our own land instead of just contracts after contracts. This is so good. All right, I'm going to get all of these done. One more bale. Might turn off auto eject until we get a little closer to where we're storing all of these bales. All right, so the wrapping wasn't too bad. You know, just running back here to drop them off into this little compound. And whilst we were watching that time lapse, I was talking to chat and I just realized I've mixed up all of the bales from the original harvest. So the ones that were 50% fermented are now all mixed up in these new bales. 1%, 57%. I mean, they're probably going to be all the ones at the back, right? 57, 56. These are all new. 57%. 56. Okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales. 7. So these 7 here are all the original ones. These bales have some very sharp corners, don't they? I think I was watching one of Syrup's videos and he said he installed a mod to, you know, make the edges of these bales a little bit more rounded like they would be in real life. Now I understand what he's talking about. The edges of these bales are very, very sharp. All right, that's our field all done. I've got a feeling we need to water the goats, but I think that's all the work that we need to worry about here on the farm for May. Oh, we do have some produce there as well. We do have some produce that needs to be moved. Let's just go check out the watering situation first. Because I guess we don't really need to move that produce at the moment. But the goats kind of need water. I think if they're not 100% healthy, they don't produce milk. So 933 litres. They've got plenty of food. We've got heaps of food. This was 542 litres. I wonder if I put this back in the spawning area, if they'll fill it up. Once the one that they're filling up is full, will they just start filling up the second one? Or should we just go and sell it? Of course, now it's right in the way of the water tank. Let's see if we can push this out of the way. Yes! It's a magic water trunk. Alright, let's get these goats watered. I think this is the last job on the property for May. Then we've got plenty of time left in the day. It's almost about to hit 1. But we've got plenty of time left in the day to be able to maybe do a couple of contracts. Add a little bit of cash buck dollary dues to the bank account, which is very, very low. But let's get this done. Let's get the goats watered. We're too far away from the water. No, we're not. And then we'll have a think about what contracts we need to do. So I think, yeah, 1,500 litres. Okay. All right, so I guess we can leave... I don't know if I should leave the tank there, or let's just quickly check the greenhouses. This one needs some water, 3,800 litres. Okay, so both the medium-sized ones need water. And they've spit out some more produce. Some Napa cabbage. Some spring onion. And some lettuce. I've been fined by Twitch chat for not petting a goat. Some more spring onions. Some more Napa cabbage and some lettuce. Let's go see the goats, man. Where are the little babies? Look at this little baby goat. It's 3 months old. Hello, goat. Where are the other little ones? Here's another little one. Look how cute this little goat is. It's 3 months old. 19 months. Health 60%, reproduction 60%. Oh, health is 100%. The goats are looking good. The goats are looking good. All right, producing milk for us. Lovely. We missed a couple of patches in the field, but, you know, it'll grow back again. All right, so I'm assuming we need to fertilize this stuff, right? And this field says it needs to be rolled, but we don't have a roller. All right, now we've got to fertilize the fields. Wow, man. Okay. Harvest day is like a proper full day's activity, right? We've got some produce here. Plus we've got all this grass back here in the meadow. I need to sort out this brush back here. And I don't specifically want to buy a brush cutter just to clear up, you know, a handful of little bushes. This tree is ours. We can cut this tree down at some stage if we get the sawmill. But as at right now, aside from moving the produce to sell, I think we're done on the farm here for May. Watered the goats. They've got food. The greenhouses have water, but they could kind of do with a top-up. We've harvested the grass. It's all been mowed, wrapped, baled, processed, or we left a little bit of grass in the field. The silage is fermenting away. I don't think that there's anything else we need to do here on the farm, except for get rid of the produce. I guess we could go and sell the produce. But otherwise, we're done for May. We'll sort out the produce, and then we'll have a look and see what contracts we've got available. Let's have a look. One more check in the used vehicles. Nothing. Let's have a look at the contracts. Our Deadwood contract is just down the road from us. That's an easy one. We should probably do that. The wood transport. This is a nice, quick, simple one. 9 logs from, oh God, it's always all the way up in the northeast. Bring 9 logs back. That's a nice, easy one. And then we've got fertilizing contracts, which I'm not super excited about, simply from the perspective of, you know, I have a very small spreader and the fertilizer costs a lot of money. Oh, we also need to fertilize our field. Oh, there's things to do. Life on Crouch's farm. It's starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up. We've got things to do. Lovely. Another $7,743 of sold produce this month in May. I wonder how much we'll get next month. I mean, I don't think there's anything we can do to speed up the greenhouse's productivity. But that's pretty good. Put us back to $9,000, and we've got, you know, a couple of 100 litres of milk we'll take over to the dairy. And then that'll be... No, we still need to fertilize the fields. We still need to fertilize the fields. And then I think that's the last job for May. Fertilizing the fields, last job. All right, so we'll take this over to the dairy. Might as well cash this in. Hook up to the fertilizer. And I wonder if we've got some spare pallet of fertilizer. We'll see. And then that's all of our jobs done around the farm for May. We'll see what time we get for any sort of contracts. Otherwise, it's exciting because we'll be moving into June, right? We're burning through the months now. Now that we've got actual work to do on the farm, and it's not just contract after contract after contract, it's kind of nice. We've got a farm to work. I mean, we do still need to do contracts. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we still need to buy. There's more land that we need to purchase. We still need a house, a home. We have all of this stuff, and yet we're still homeless. A basic little house will cost us $75,000. I think that's the cheapest one. I'm pretty sure the dairy's just down here. And then we'll come back and we'll do the fertilizing. So let's get the goat's milk sold. Fertilize the fields, and then we can have a discussion about whether we need to do some contracts or not. Maybe our first month without any contracts. Just farm work. This is great. All right. That's the fields fertilized. Let's check. 100% fertilized, although this one needs rolling. 100% fertilized. I think that's all the work on the farm done. Goats fed and watered. The greenhouses do need water, but I might do that, you know, off camera, so to speak. Don't think we need to see more filling up of water. Oh, another lettuce has been produced. Oh, we'll worry about selling that next month. But that's something to keep an eye on when I'm going to sell produce. How far away is the warehouse from, you know, delivering out some produce, and whether I should wait because there might be another one coming very soon. Like that pallet of lettuce. Now it's 2:30. We've got time in the day to do a few bits and pieces. 68 sort of just up the road from us. And we should be able to do it. Let's go do this contract. Get ourselves $929. Okay, so that field used 50% of our hopper, around 150 litres. And how big was it? Let's open up the map. 68. Well, the property was 1.79 acres. Oh, actually, our contract will tell us how big the field was. No, it will not. That's a bummer. So we used half a hopper to do about 1.5 acres. I'm going to say 1.5 acres. The whole property is 1.8. So maybe 1.65 or something like that. So half a hopper point for 1.7 acres. Let's see. So a full hopper, we can say is going to do what? 3.4. Let's have a look. Let's get paid for that. So this is 2.43. And this is 2.46. So 2.5 acres each is 5 acres. So that's going to be about a pallet and a half. A hopper and a half. Not a pallet and a half. 1.5 hoppers. You know, it might almost be time soon to buy another pallet of fertilizer. But we'll... Oh, it is. Okay, that's it. Contract finished. So let's put the pallet down so we can get a better indication of what's actually in the hopper. So 20%, 62 litres left. So we used pretty much an entire hopper for 2.5 acres. a third of a pallet. Pallet's 1,000 litres. The hopper is 300 litres, so it's around about a third. The pallet costs $2,000. So what's that? You know, we've got $650 or so worth of fertilizer expense. So we're earning about $1,000 from that contract. It didn't take very long for this smaller field, so is it worth it? Don't know. All right, let's cash it in. But, you know, it's something that we can do. We do have this deadwood contract that's very, very close to home. I think we'll do that as well. 62 is just up the road from us. 1.6 acres. And 18's not that far from where we are. It's sort of just up around the corner here, right? All right, so we'll do that one as well. Might as well get a couple of these contracts done. 79 is right next door. All right, let's go get this one done as well. All right, so I picked up a couple of extra contracts. We'll finish off the day with these 3 contracts. It's 4:15. So we'll do the 2 fertilizing contracts. One of them is next door to our field. I think Katie's field needs to be fertilized, or maybe it's another one owned by Walter. And then we'll finish up with that deadwood contract, and that will be the end of May. And then we can progress into June. The months are starting to move now, especially with the 5 times speed on the time cycle clock thingy. And the fact that we've got our own farm now to work and to manage. You know, it's not just contract after contract after contract. More wood transport, more dead wood. It's very exciting right now. Now we just need to start putting money towards expanding out the farm. And I'm not 100% sure what the next purchase will be. If it's going to be more land. I mean, our goat pen cost about 40 grand. I mean, we don't have anywhere to put another goat pen, so I guess it's going to have to be more land. We can get that 3rd field, which will finish off our purchase of that southwestern region. I guess we'll contemplate that when we've got funds to make the contemplation worthwhile. In the meantime, we'll get the rest of these contracts smashed out and progress into June. All right, that's all of our contracts complete. Nice quick round trip back to the farm. There's not much else to do. We've done all the farm work. We've done a bunch of contracts. Let's cash all of these in. Now, outside of, just grinding through a few more contracts, we're pretty much done with May. We've got 17,104 cash buck dollary dues. So I don't think there's any need. It's 5 o'clock. I don't think there's any need to grind through more contracts. I think we'll call that an episode, and we'll progress into June. It's pretty exciting. Hopefully, this silage will be ready in June, where it's at 66%. And then we've got this new batch, which is only at 9%, 10%. So we've got a couple of bales we can sell in June, I reckon. It's pretty exciting. Everything is fertilized, done. We do need to roll it, but we don't have a roller, so we're not going to worry about it. That, my friends, is the month of May on Croucher's farm. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.